if you don't text me or you don't call me or you don't communicate in between dates, I don't care how much money you make. You're done. Like, you're done. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, a billionaire, you're done, because to me, you're not valuing my time. And I know that we talk about, you know.
Let me stop this for a second. You know what's crazy about women? This just came to me. A lot of women will say, you're not valuing my time. I think that a lot of women at times don't respect a man's time when he coming to pick your ass up. When I told you I was going to come get you by 8 o'clock. We spoke about this all week. I'm going to come scoop you up. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to go have some fun. We're going to do some activities. We're going to do some memorable stuff that tonight we probably just have a great time. If you want to go home, we want to chill for the rest of the night. Whatever we're going to do is whatever we're going to do. But women sometimes don't respect a man's time when it's like, we said, I told you the reservations were at 8 o'clock, 8:30. Whatever it is, it starts at 8. With a woman, you'll call them all day. Hey, you ready? Okay. All right, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting ready. 4 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock. I'm still getting ready. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you not respecting my time? Why are you not respecting it? And then they say, can you make your way over? And you're like, all right, I'm gonna come through. And then it'd be like, you get there and they still not dressed. And they be like, you rushing me. And it's like, no, I'm not rushing you. It's just this thing started at 8 and I already was ready to do this. So you dig what I mean? It's kind of like sometimes women don't respect men's time when it comes down to certain things.
Talk about like, oh, we'll run the bag up. But I could run the bag up myself. Don't waste my time, because the thing is, we can get the money back, but we can't get the time back. You know, so why are we stroking egos because of what a man got? Like, you know.
Yeah, but I think most men who are like, who have lots of money.
And let me add this: not even have what Ashley's about to say. It's not only men that have lots of money, but in this case, that's what this channel talks about: is getting dudes that got paper, that got something going for themselves, that's probably successful in some place in their life where they can take care of you, them, and everything else. You see what I mean? So yeah, this channel actually talks to women about that, keeping their look together, keeping their image together, looking good at all times and stuff. So I understand what she's about to say, but I would say also, to add on to what she's going to say, is even men without all of the money, what she's about to say is included.
I'm not saying they all do, but they look at most women. I'm not saying every man. Most men who have money are like, oh, you're a dime a dozen. There's another one. There's another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying there aren't guys who aren't willing to chase or put in the work, but they kind of want you to, hey, how are you? They kind of want you to stroke their ego a little bit. Look, if they have some money.
Look at her face.
They want you to do it.
She's like,
want you to do it.
And I guess for myself, I'm not doing that. So, and I probably should like start getting to the point where I'm like, okay, you know, he's spending a little bit of money. So
let me stop it there for a second. The problem we have is a lot of the black women in our community, for black men, like this, I don't know, maybe y'all probably agree, other guys, not just black men, but black men in the black community. It's as if like sometimes the black women, a lot of them, not all of them, just don't want to be nice to you. All Ashley was probably saying is just be nice to this individual. Stroking the ego of a man is just being nice to them. Talk to them nice. Smile. Be inviting. Show that you're enjoying your time around me. Express that stuff. Express it that you like me, that you enjoy me, or that I'm enjoying this, or whatever it is. Show appreciation. Show your affection. Be attentive. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what you want from us. You want us to be affectionate, attentive, appreciative, do these things, take you out, give you gifts, buy you things, help you with your bills, help you with your life. All we ask is for you to be nice to us. Smile. Invite us in. Allow us to make it feel like at least you're friendly enough to know who you are, to get to know you. Even if you think that we just trying to get some ass or something, at least invite us in enough to know that we could talk to you. A lot of women don't want to stroke the ego of a man because they feel like they got enough. They don't have to do all that. They can provide everything for themselves, so they don't have to do that. You got to do that for me. That's how they look at it.
Like, you know.
And impress me. I don't have to impress you. Impress me.
Stroke it a little bit. I'm not doing that. I'm just like, we're all humans. We're all adults. You know, stroke your own ego. Like, I just don't got time.
Wait, so the last guy that you dated, let's say the last millionaire that you dated, it didn't work out because you didn't.
Because he was playing in my face. He thought he could go 4 business days without saying something, and by the 5th one, when he tried to come back, I said, "Oh, your time is up. You're done." And he tried to send me some money. He tried to, woo me over, and I'm just like, absolutely not. Like, and people will say, "Oh, well, you walked away from this, and that," and to me, I don't care about stuff like that because I have my own stuff going on. I have my own life going on.
Okay. Now, every woman says this. Lately, every woman says the same exact thing. And it seems like today, every person makes 100,000 or more. Somehow everybody's a 6-figure earner. When that wasn't the conversation, nobody cared about that. Now that's the main conversation. So every woman today act as if they got everything figured out. A lot of women today act like they don't need a man. And I always ask women, do you need a man? Do you want a man? They be like, I don't need a man. I want a guy. Like, listen, you need a man. You need a man. Most women need a man around to help them with a lot of different things, not just 1 or 2 things. Most women need that around. Like, a lot of women act as if it doesn't matter when it really does. It matters. It matters. You need a man around. You start realizing it as you get older and as you go through life single by yourself, and you look up and you be like, damn, I need a man around. Like, yeah, woman, you need a man around. And it's women like her who, because she have success in her life, because she's a successful person on her level, and the things she's able to do by herself, she don't see the necessity of having a man around. So a lot of times women like this don't have the patience for men. They don't have the patience for none of that. They just be like, man, F this, F that, I'm moving on, I'm doing what I got to do till I find the person that fits my criteria of what I think I want. Even though I may need a man regardless, a lot of them get their egos confused with success, and they put ego into it and feel as though men is not really important because they've accumulated enough success by themselves.
I don't need a man to buy me, if that makes sense. When you're seriously dating, you're not just dating for money. You're not just dating for gifts, especially when you can give yourself that lifestyle. I give myself that lifestyle. So for me, I'm not pressed for the gifts and the monetary things that come along with it. I think for me, I think a lot.
I don't know Ashley. I don't know either. Ashley is this one right here. And think about this here. Look at this woman here. She got makeup on, hair, nails, makeup. I don't mind that. I don't mind a woman that wear hair, nails, makeup, and do all that. I'm into that kind of stuff when it comes down to females looking nice, people with their image, how you look, how you dress, how you talk, how you act, what you're doing when you're around people, your personality, your image, your energy. I speak about that in my book. You see what I mean? So I'm about that. Now, keep this in mind. This woman right here is 61 years old. 61. See this? 61. Look at her. Keeping herself together. And I don't know if I even said that, but I was looking at her page the other day. I think that's why I'm saying that. But a lot of times, women like her who've been through that and going, and what she's saying, she's probably been through that level already because of her age. And then not only that, you start understanding the compromise that comes with the level of success that you attain. It doesn't matter how successful you are. You still initially, you're going to need a man after a while.
A lot of women sell themselves short, and they will allow a man to devalue them for a cash app. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. But I've also too started dating outside of my race, right? Like, I think that we have to start like dating men that's not necessarily our type, which is scary though. Like for me, that's extremely scary because I've never really been comfortable dating outside my race. It's a little weird for me and a little uncomfortable, but I would encourage people to really kind of try that.
And do you feel like it's different now that you're dating outside of your race? Do you feel like the men that you are dating outside of your race, do you feel like they put more effort or they don't leave you on red kind of thing? What is your experience?
I don't mind being left on red. It's not being left on red, right? But what I've noticed with men with money, you got to answer the phone as soon as they call. You don't get to dictate when I answer my phone when you don't reach out.
All right, let me explain that. Why? When all right, let me let it finish.
In a matter of time. And
Right. See, what happens is this. What a lot of women don't understand when you're dealing with a guy that's like financially successful. He's probably involved with a lot of different things that's going on around him. So when he get a chance to call you, answer the phone. It don't have to be a long conversation. Just answer the phone. Text me back. Let me know something. Let me know that you are interested in me, or let me know that you at least understand that I'm a busy guy. You dig what I mean? Like, I'm a busy dude too, so I understand how that stuff be. Even without all of the money, I don't need to be a multi-millionaire. But at the same time, if you got a busy life, you got a busy life. So when you get an opportunity to call somebody, just answer the phone, say hi, move on. If you busy, let me know you busy, and we can, check on each other later in the day. But don't ignore me. Don't make it seem like just because I got money, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? To you, you need to know just because you got success that if we're gonna be on the same page, let's be on the same page. Man, we just being friends and we just kicking it. That's totally different. It's totally different. Everybody know that.
in a decent amount of time. But I've noticed that men outside of my race date a little more seriously. That's just been my experience. But I can't speak for everybody. But I've noticed that men outside my race do date a little more seriously than Black men. And that's just my experience.
And have you found someone, being that they date more serious, have you found someone that you're like, all right, me and this guy is going together, we're kind of vibing? Have you found someone who you're like kind of not locked in with, but dating consistently right now?
No.
Probably not. You know why?
No,
probably not. Because she ain't say it all. But what it is she's just having fun. That's why she's saying no. Because really, she's just having fun, trying something out, knowing that she don't really want these guys that she going on dates with. It's just something to do. I'm single. I'm free. I make money. I can go on a date with whoever I want. I'm not really into this person like that, but he's entertaining me. He's spending money. He's taking me on dates. I'm not doing anything after I finish working, whatever she do, whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like I'ma just take it just because I don't got nothing else to do type of thing. And it's like, yeah, like women like her are use those guys. And really, with Black guys, we already know how a lot of Black women play that get money. They kind of think they slick with a lot of stuff. If that makes sense, it's kind of like they'll try to be, because they make money, they'll try to act like they're above what a Black man is because they make money. Because they make money personally, the woman, she'll act like she's better than a Black man in her community a lot of times. That's what a lot of Black men have said before, and I don't think women be understanding that. It's like your success is your success. But just because it's a different ethnic group that you're dealing with, don't mean you're going to get a more reasonable relationship. Because a lot of times when you look at some relationships, it still be the same things that's happening regardless of a Black, white, Asian, Hispanic across the board. That don't matter. You might get a different outcome in some cases, but that don't necessarily mean you're not going to handle issues.
Because they're not serious. It's really because, like, I ain't fine. Like, I'm a little picky, but that's not it either. I just feel like there has to be chemistry. It has to be
She's picky.
What are we even doing? Like,
picky. Women, if a woman says I'm not that picky, that means she's very picky. And the problem with today is everybody is overly picky. Everybody today is too picky. You see what I mean? Because we have so many options. We got so many ways to meet people. The internet have opened up a broad spectrum, broad range of ways we can socialize and meet people today. So at the end of the day, when you really start looking at like how things move and how everybody move today, you can pretty much meet people on so many different levels that you don't have to make a decision. That's the problem. So a woman like her, in my opinion, I'm not speaking, I don't know Shorty. I keep this again, I don't know her. But women like her who have success in their lives, who's experienced success, let's say over the last year or two, over the last few years or whatever, how long she's been successful, I'm not sure. They'll have a hard time choosing because they be looking for the highest bidder, so to speak. They be looking for the one who's the baller that I could get. Am I leaving anything on the table? See, because I'm getting money and I don't want to take care of a man. I want to be able to go into a life with a man who has more than me, so I could just kind of like be on the back burner doing my thing and they take care of everything.
No, like I don't want to waste anyone's time either. I like having fun. I'm gonna go out. We're gonna go on dates, but I'll also be straight up
Like
with you too.
wasting
Like
people's
if I
time.
don't like you, I'm just like, hey, you're a good
You like
friend.
wasting
I'll
people's time.
just keep it real with them.
I
I
don't
will.
believe
I
it.
won't lead them on, but I
Okay,
will
she
say
like
I've had
wasting
more
people's
luck
time.
outside my race than in.
Okay, that's fair. All right, and you say you're picky. What are you picky about? Like, what are things that like, no, not for me. No.
Character. I'm real big on character. I'm real big on maturity. Honestly,
Yeah,
guys,
maturity
I
is
do
a
not
big
have a
thing.
physical
I
type.
would say.
You could look
I would always tell women like you need a more mature man, and they be wondering what I mean by that, and they know what I mean when I say that. A lot of women be having hard time dating men, and they be like, well, he just ain't that, and they be like, you need a more mature guy, especially younger females who's like 25, 26. They need a more mature guy who's more like 30, 35. You know what I mean? Because you need somebody who's a little bit more mature than you that can balance you out. What happens is most younger women, they'll try to get with younger guys and be looking for an older one who has older man's maturity. I'm gonna say that again. Some of these younger women, I don't know how old this female is right here, but some of these women, they'll try to get the younger guys who has some of the flashy and all of the stuff that they think that they want out of a man, but they be needing a man who's more mature. So they be looking for that maturity from the guy who has the stuff, but he's a lot younger. So a lot of times the younger guys don't have that level of maturity that an older guy has. And that's a lot of times what these women be needing, more mature dudes.
like the bottom of my shoe, and I'll be like, you know what? But you funny though. You funny. You got your life together. You got your own car. You got your own house. You're paying your bills. You know, we can go on dates. We can go on trips. You can keep up with me, because that's another thing I've noticed too, is that sometimes dating gets a little hard because if you're not, and I hate when men are like, oh, women are just gold diggers. When you're not dating a man that is on your level,
A lot of these women are gold diggers.
Somewhere near it.
A lot of these women
a lot
are
of times you
gold
gotta
diggers.
hide what you're doing. You have to hide how you live, because then they're like, oh, you got it, or they're clocking your pockets, or they're looking at you, how you live, and they want to mooch off of you. But I will say just picky as far as character, picky as far as like maturity, picky.
I never
necessarily
was the type of guy that live off of women. And I hear a lot of women say this, like, somebody try to live off of you. It's like, I'm not really that type of person. I've never really been that type of dude. Like, I kind of like, dealing with women over the years. I've always had my own thing going on, always had my own stuff. Like, I never really had to live off of a female. I might have asked a woman, I'm gonna be honest, I might have asked maybe 2 or 3 women out of my whole life for a couple dollars, maybe for gas or something. But that was times when I was, didn't have no money or going through between jobs and trying to figure out life and younger, like years ago, or a few years, not even a few years ago, but years ago, like we talking years ago. So me personally, like I never was that type of dude to live off of a woman, and she's the girl right here. She my type. She would be somebody I would talk to. This female right here. Both of these women actually, because they brown skin girls, and that's what I like. But I would talk to her, but I would have to see how her personality actually goes along with the money. You know what I mean? Like how, what level of conceited are you? I like conceited women, and that's cool. But what level of conceited are you? You know what I mean? What level are you on with that? Because if you can't see eye to eye based on your level of success and how cocky you are that comes with that success, then it's going to be a problem, because we're going to be clashing. But if we have a lot of commonalities and your success doesn't overtake the fact that you still like me and interested in me, then we probably can work together. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot easier when somebody's interested in you, regardless of whatever level of success that they on.
Looks. I can help you dress. I can get you, I can get that together. Those are easy fixes. But I'm saying, like, how are you raised? How's your relationship with your parents? Do you have children? Do you take care of those children? Do you have a good relationship with their mother? Like, what are those things look like? What do other relationships in your life look like? And that will tell me a lot about a person.
And what city are you in, Ray?
I live outside of Atlanta, so I'm in Georgia.
Okay, how's dating in Georgia? Because the girls, they say they don't love it. They say it's not the best place to date. That's what all the girls are saying.
They're not lying. um, no, anything you've heard about it is true. It is.
But why do people
It's
go to
not.
Atlanta?
It's not
See,
easy.
here's the thing, and I like Atlanta. But people go to Atlanta and think that, all right, I'm gonna go to Atlanta. It's the mecca of black people. Everybody there is black. I mean, for us, it seems like everybody there black. Wherever you go, black owned businesses, black owned this, black owned that, black people everywhere, every corner, and that's dope. But at the same time, people go to Atlanta thinking like they're gonna get this baller because everybody's outside in Atlanta, and for the most part, when it comes to like Houston and Atlanta and LA and or like New York, Florida, you'll run across people because everybody outside in these major cities. But in Atlanta specifically, it's kind of like a black mecca of like fun. Let's go down there. That's like damn near the capital of the black homosexual community. Is almost there. I mean, this is what it is. It's been that since we were kids, since probably our mom and them was kids. People been relocating to Atlanta to live that lifestyle. So a lot of the stuff that's down there, niggas from New York, niggas from Philly, go down to Atlanta because it'd be sweet. It'd be easier. The market would be easier for people like us who come from fast-paced cities. We could go to other cities and kind of take over a lot faster because some stuff be slower and or be not already connected in those areas. You see what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna have all of these different variables of stuff.
I would say it's a competitive city too because there's a lot of beautiful women, and I mean body, face, you.
All that.
Yes,
They got their own money.
But
They got
really,
their
it's
own
not
everything.
even that. I would
Beautiful
say
women in
that,
Atlanta.
but really, a lot of the people here are bisexual. Like, there's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of men that like men. So that is what you will run it. Really, you're not even.
That's the capital of the gay community for like black people. That's where it's at almost. That's just my opinion. So yeah, you may have a lot of men down there that's into that, but I'm tired of women always go to the extreme trying to play a nigga, man. Like every nigga ain't gay, especially if he dressed nice, he groomed well, smell good, look good all the time. I don't mean he gay, it's always black women always trying to play a nigga. They always trying to put a nigga down like every dude that's thorough is gay. When down there it probably is because that's like the area of people where people go. But it's not always like that everywhere you go. You know what I mean? Not everybody be gay just because they're in Atlanta. And most people would think, well, why you move to Atlanta? Like, what, because you wanted to move to Atlanta. But at the same time, all black women always calling a nigga gay.
And competing with other women, you're competing with men. Like, you're not, so it's
Wow. So
it's
you're
that.
competing with other men in Atlanta.
Secretly, you don't even know you competing with other men. Secretly, you're competing with other men. Wow. Or you're competing with a man that so Atlanta's so big on scamming, you really just don't know who has what. Not
see, y'all, a lot of women be interested in dudes like that. A lot of women be interested in the scammers, the guys with the fast, they get the fast money, they get the easy money. A lot of women is into that. So when it all really boil you down, stop complaining. That's where y'all at. That's where everybody at trying to get some money. Everybody down there from the water boys to they out there in the corner selling water. Everybody down there from here. Everybody down there from here. Women need to look at where they at, the location that they at, and understand like your location you at. You're gonna have the scammers, you're gonna have hustlers, you're gonna have drug dealers, you're gonna have everybody that's from the streets coming to a place where it's all black people at, and everybody can get together and get some money. So while a lot of women act like they don't want that type of dude, that's what they be interested in. A lot of times, what happens is that same woman that'll say that will look at the corny dude as that's not what I want right now. While I'm 24, 25, 20 to 25, I want the wild dude. I want the guy that's getting fast money, quick money, scammer, backdooring people, stealing, taking dudes down. I want the guy that got the SRT, that got the Challengers, that got all of the stuff, the Hellcats. I want those guys. But by the time they hit 25 to 35, women, they want the nice guy. They want the guy who's slowed down a little bit, who's more mature, who's ready to start a family, possibly get married. A lot of these women go through that in Atlanta because down in Atlanta, that's not where you want to, try to start dating. That mean, if you find somebody that's down there that's thorough, then it's something different. But Atlanta, that's not where it's at. Atlanta is not necessarily where you go to like to find a good date. You see what I'm saying? You got to kind of go to places where people are, the population is strong, but people are doing different types of stuff. In Atlanta, people are kind of like in almost the same things, especially in the black communities. Like you either a scammer, a drug dealer, you in the streets, you stealing, you taking down things, you're a business owner, some type of restaurant, hookah lounge, because everybody open, black people open the same stuff everywhere all the time. Some places they hookah lounge is throw over here, they club is throw down there, this, that, and the third, or they a restaurant owner or whatever it is. Atlanta got all of that. So when we talk about Atlanta, it's nothing wrong with what Atlanta has. The problem is, yes, there are going to be bisexuals there, the men and women. There are that community of homosexuals, bisexuals, LGTB, all that is down there. BT, however you say it, IQ, all of that is added on. They all down there. Black specifically, because Atlanta is predominantly a black community of people that's doing so many different things. So let me know what y'all think. Put your comments, comment, like, subscribe, share this. Let me know what y'all think about like how modern dating, and do women got patience for men? Because what we see today, based on what this woman is saying, she don't have the patience, she'll cut a dude like fast. A lot of women feel the same way. So let me know what y'all think. Put it in the comments. I'll talk to y'all soon.